Welcome to Election Matters on Clearpath Media, where we track the decisions and signals shaping Nigeria's elections in real time. This is not advocacy, this is intelligence, and my name is Ijoma Achebe. There are 148 days to the 2027 presidential election and 281 days to presidential handover. INEC opens the 2027 campaign season as Nigeria's voter register could exceed 100 million. Governor Ademola Adeleke has directed the Osun Attorney General to withdraw the state's lawsuit against the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission over the freezing of the state government's bank account. Adeleke says President Bola Tinubu's intervention resolved the dispute. That closes one major federal state confrontation surrounding the Osun election, but leaves a wider question about how federal enforcement institutions operate around politically sensitive elections. Confidence on the story is high. Kebbi Deputy Governor Umar Abubakar Tafida says he will not challenge Governor Nasir Idris' decision to replace him as his 2027 running mate. But he has rejected claims that the change was required because of the Supreme Court litigation surrounding their 2023 election. Tafida described the replacement as a possible political strategy and reaffirmed his support for the APC and Governor Idris. This development reduces the immediate risk of an open APC split in Kebbi, but exposes disagreement within the party over why the ticket was changed. Confidence on the story is high. Now to today's main story. INEC has opened the campaign period for the 2027 presidential and National Assembly elections. The Commission also projects that Nigeria's registered voter population could rise from more than 93 million to over 100 million following the nationwide continuous voter registration exercise. INEC says it is also developing a communication and inclusivity roadmap to strengthen voter education, counter disinformation, and improve electoral access ahead of the elections. Confidence on the story is medium. 100 million plus. That is the number of registered voters INEC projects Nigeria could exceed ahead of the 2027 elections, up from more than 93 million. The figure matters because a larger voter register increases the scale of INEC's challenge across logistics, voter education, technology, and election day operations. The opening of campaigns moves the election from nomination and preparation into active political competition, but the potential expansion of the voter register also increases the scale of INEC's operational challenge. More registered voters mean greater demands on voter education, logistics, technology, and inclusive participation. The test is therefore not simply whether the register crosses 100 million. It is whether INEC can effectively administer an election at that scale while maintaining public confidence. Watch points for tomorrow. Watch whether INEC releases updated continuous voter registration figures showing whether the register is moving towards the projected 100 million plus voters. Watch whether the APC or INEC clarifies which deputy governorship candidates were submitted in Kebbi and how any required substitution will be completed. And as presidential and National Assembly campaigns open, watch which major parties unveil their campaign councils and how quickly they move from nomination politics to national mobilization. That's today's watch. 148 days to the presidential election, 281 days to presidential handover. Subscribe to the Monday Weekly where the week gets put together. This is Election Matters on Clearpath Media. Intelligence, not advocacy. My name is Ijo Machibe, and thank you for joining us.